38,900 Swiss francs for an electric SUV with all-wheel drive, a 10-year warranty, and a battery guarantee that runs to 1 million kilometers. The Kia EV3 doesn't offer all-wheel drive. The Skoda Elroq doesn't match the warranty. Toyota walked into the most crowded segment in Europe with the one argument nobody else can make. The Hammerhead front end connects this to the BZ4X, but the proportions are different. The bonnet sits higher, the cladding runs thicker, and in lunar white pearl the contrast between paint and dark lower body reads more like a small Land Cruiser than a compact crossover. 19-inch alloys fill the arches properly on this premium trim. The rear light bar stretches the full width. The price gap between this and a comparable Elroq is the number that settles whether the warranty argument holds, and that number is in the verdict. The interior tells two stories. The dashboard layout is sensible. Physical climate controls sit below the screen as piano key toggles you can find without looking. The 10.1-inch touchscreen and 10.3-inch driver display share a single housing, and the floating center console creates a useful tray underneath. Wireless charging sits where your phone falls naturally. The second story is the infotainment. It is painfully slow. Every input needs 2 taps. Turning on the heated seats takes 4 screen presses and a loading animation. On startup, a mandatory camera sweep plays before you can touch anything. The EV3 screen responds instantly. So does the Elroq's. This is the single biggest compromise in this car, and it was built by Suzuki, not Toyota. You sit higher here than in a Puma Gen E or an EX30. Picture yourself at 7:30 on a Monday, pulling out of a tight space with traffic behind you. The 360-degree camera and elevated position mean you see everything. Seats hold shape over distance. Storage is generous. Big door bins, 2 cubbies, USB-A and USB-C. The rear seats slide 160 millimeters, and that is the party trick. Slide them back and a 6-foot passenger has knee room you expect a class above, because the 2,700mm wheelbase is long for this segment. Flat floor, so the middle seat works. 2 ISOFIX points. 40-20-40 folding. The Elroq doesn't offer sliding rear seats, neither does the EV3. You open the boot expecting it to match the rear cabin. It doesn't. 244 liters with the seats back, around 8.6 cubic feet, less than a Dacia Spring. Slide them forward. 310 liters, around 10.9 cubic feet, still over 150 behind the Elroq. Fold everything and you reach 562 liters, around 19.8 cubic feet. The boot is the honest weakness. The sliding bench exists because this boot needed help. And there's one thing about this car I've been putting off, because it's 135 kilowatts, 181 horsepower from 2 motors, 307 newton meters, all from zero. The 61 kilowatt-hour LFP battery returns 395 kilometers, around 245 miles. Charging maxes at 67 kilowatts, 10 to 80 in 45 minutes. The Elroq charges at 175. If motorway stops matter to you, this car asks you to wait. The number that settles this is not on the spec sheet. 38,900 Swiss francs. The Elroq costs more and covers you for 2 years. The EV3 charges faster but guarantees the battery for 8 years and caps it well below 1 million kilometers. What this car settles is whether the longest ownership guarantee in the segment is worth more than the fastest charging speed. If you plan to keep this past year 5, the warranty math changes everything. If you're selling in 3, buy the Elroq. That's not a hedge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.